All right, I'm back for a quick little update. Welcome to the shop. As you can see, it is a complete disaster right now. I've had a lot on my plate all summer. As many of you know, we recently moved into a new house, and that wasn't such a big deal. The big deal was having to get rid of the old house and garage, and that was all on me. My wife and friends, family, you know, anyone that could help did. It was awesome. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you guys a quick walk around, some updates on things that have been going on, show you what happened in the Murray, and maybe some of my plans for the Murray coming up and other things like that. So like I said, this is my shop space, relatively speaking, and you can see it as a complete disaster. Things have not found a home yet. So I've just kind of piled stuff in here just to kind of get it out of the way to maintain some floor space. Over here beside my toolbox, you can see the pile of scrap metal, belts, and random junk that I did manage to keep. I didn't keep everything, unfortunately, but I kept the stuff that I thought was important. And the fun part was trying to convince the wife that I thought it was important and that she should also think it's important and I should get to keep it. Over here, the racing mower is stored away up off the ground. It's really sad because it's getting a lot of dust on it. And that's all it's been doing for a few months now. I keep running it every once in a while just to keep everything moving, keep the carb good, but haven't driven it. I want to drive it before the end of summer. Over here, one of the crowd favorites, the mini off-road mower with the 125cc pit bike motor. Still under construction. Haven't really made much progress on it, but I have been buying parts. I got a couple pillow block bearings, and I got some shaft stock left over from the racing mower build. And really nothing has changed since the last update video, since I ran it. Now the poor Murray, as you remember, I dropped this thing into a mud hole.
Holy crap.
And killed it and brought it home. It was a blown head gasket. Fixed it all up. Ran it again. It was smoking a lot, and then we started having some tranny issues. Not really sure what's going on there. And then took it to the mud runs a few weeks ago and killed it again. And since then it has not started. It didn't really ingest water, or at least it didn't ingest a lot of water, but yeah, has not run. Killed the battery trying to get it to run. She pooched out on me, so she needs more or less a rebuild. And right now what I'm trying to figure out is, do I rebuild the OHV motor, because I really like the OHV. Everyone does V-twins. I've never really been a big V-twin guy. They're hard to find in my area. Parts are kind of expensive. They're heavier. They do produce a lot of power, but this 14 horsepower, it produces more than the power I need. So I mean, I don't know. I always say more is better, but you get to a certain point where you're just adding weight and you're not really using the power that you've added. I don't know. I'm still kind of up in the air about that one. I might do a full rebuild on the motor and maybe put some billet parts in it, get it really so I can wind it up high. Or I might just throw a new motor in. I'm not really decided on that yet. But the tranny, I'm pretty sure is done. I did get a new tranny, but things aren't looking good right now. And here's why. This is, or was, a Peerless 820 transaxle. And these are known as being the most heavy-duty transaxles you can run. But this thing, as you can see, spent some time with a lot of water in it. It actually, I think it looks worse than it is. The grease is a little funny. I don't even know how to describe it. It almost feels like a dumpling. It's very strange. You can see some traces of grease in there. But, you know, grease should stick to my fingers a lot more than that. This thing's in bad shape. I need to scrub it down with some diesel. Luckily, I don't think rust penetrated that much. If you look really close, it's kind of hard to see. But there is good metal under there. There is some rusting. But I think it'll wire brush off. It doesn't feel like it's really deep. It doesn't feel like it's pitted. The good thing is, when I got this transmission, it was in working order. So it either had just gotten water into it and then it sat, because I've had this thing for well over a year. I was waiting till my transmission blew. So it never really got run in this state that you see it. So there shouldn't be any scoring on anything. Thankfully I didn't just throw it in the tractor and go, because I would have completely destroyed it if I did that. Found these online for like, I think they were 10 bucks, maybe they were 20 bucks, I can't remember, but they're 5-lug tractor tires. Not huge. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the tire itself, but you can see they actually almost fit in the fender well of the Murray. So these will bolt up to that Peerless 820 once that thing's up and running. And I'll have myself some bolt-on rear wheels for this thing. Now I apologize for the massive amount of wind that will surely happen here shortly, but the Quadractor She's still here. I actually drove it where it's parked. I think I've got a plan for this thing finally. I was unsure of what I was going to do with it, but I think what it's going to be is an off-road support vehicle, recovery vehicle, whatever you want to call it. I've got a crane, like an engine hoist, that I'm going to hang off the back of this thing as like a tow truck. I think I want to do onboard air with tanks and an onboard welder, so I can pretty much do anything I want on the trails. The Sears, this poor old girl's been sleeping outside since I tore the garage down. She doesn't complain much though. She's been a good sport about it, so I'm kind of happy with this thing. I don't have any plans to change much on it in the near future. I'm gonna beef it up at some point, bigger tires front and rear, and some other unnecessary upgrades, but I'll actually probably be taking this one off-roading in about a week, so keep an eye out for that video. I haven't really had this one on the trails much this year. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to make you a quick video, show you what I've been up to, show you why I haven't been making videos. Well, I didn't really show you why I haven't been making videos. I do have video of the house being ripped down, the garage being ripped down, so let me know if you guys want to see that footage. I haven't gotten around to editing it or putting it together. I've been sitting on it for a very long time, but the stuff I've been doing around the house and dealing with, you know, stuff like this that just falls apart on me has been consuming my entire life lately. I'm probably going to start working on this transaxle real soon. Just dip that in diesel, let it set overnight, and then scrub the shit out of it. Hope to God that I can actually save it. If not, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out. But that's it for this update. I'm really sorry I haven't been really present this summer. Just trying to get some stuff, loose ends tied up around the house, and then we're gonna be back into business as usual, especially when I hit the off season here. This Murray is gonna get some big upgrades over the winter, and I will surely update you guys on that stuff. The beauty part of having this space is it's heated, it keeps the rain off, it's got concrete floors. I'm pretty excited about all of it. But yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.